BIMTECH Tech Talk series. The impact of globalization and technological advancement is not new to us. The pace is fast. New technologies, new opportunities. This is Professor Saloni Sinha, a Faculty of Communication at BIMTECH, in conversation with Professor Manoj Kumar Pandey, Associate Professor of Insurance at BIMTECH Greater Noida, and he happens to be a tech enthusiast, and that's why we have him here to talk on Insurtech. Professor, let's avoid tech speak. What Insurtech is all about to a layperson?
First of all, thank you, Professor Sononis, for getting me here in this tech talk. Thank you very much. As the name itself suggests, Insurtech, it's made of two things, insurance and technology. And to me, it simply conveys the meaning, the growing number of tech-driven startups which are there to disrupt the insurance industry.
Indeed.
And in that way, even the growing use of technology in the insurance sector.
Sure.
So this is something which is really happening, and it is happening for the good. And I really appreciate the new age generation startup people who are helping insurance industry in it.
Would you like to throw some light on the buzz that is all around about Insurtech?
Okay, to me it appears there are two basic factors which is helping this buzz around. One is the change, as you said in the introductory remark itself, that the pace of change in technology itself is very high. Earlier you used to get something new after 2-3 years. Right now, almost every quarter we are going to have something which is very, very much useful for the industry as such. So we can say earlier it was all arithmetic progression. Right now it is all exponential. So things are coming in a very fast pace. That is one thing. Second, as I said, all these Insurtech are basically a technology-driven startup company. So they have to have some attraction from the industry. They also need to have investor for making their business proposition viable. And for that, they have to create a good story behind their success. And thanks to social media, we are all connected. If something happening in USA, we are getting it next day itself. So creation of these success stories, dissemination of it for the consumption of the potential investors, as well as the potential customer for them, that Insurtech, that insurance company, it's making all this happening, and we feel that there's a lot of buzz around it. But that is very positive. I welcome it.
Okay, that's nice. So, sir, which areas has it impacted the most?
Yeah, it has got the potential of impacting literally all the domain of insurance sector. But as of now, its impact is very much visible, at least in two domains. One is something we can call sales and marketing and onboarding process. And the second is operation and claim. Let me clarify. The moment I say sales and distribution, earlier to sell an insurance policy, every insurance company has to have a brick and mortar kind of office setup. And also the agents to travel, meet people, convince them, and then sell the policy. Right now, thanks to technology, we can reach to even nook and corner of the country. The only requirement is that that particular piece of land or piece of our country should have internet connectivity. And the gentleman or the lady, our potential customer, should have a smartphone in her or his hand. Through that we can reach. And that is possible only because of Insurtech. Because we can create video like this, disseminate through YouTube, disseminate through even WhatsApp, and that will reach to the customer. They will understand it and they will get interest in insurance. It was very difficult earlier. That is one part. Second part, when I said onboarding, that simply means processing of the proposal form. It used to take maybe days together because flow of paper proposals. Right now, it's possible for the potential customer to fill his or her application online, transmitted through internet, and you'll be surprised to know that even in 5-minute time frame, one can now get a health insurance policy, travel insurance policy, motor insurance policy, and that is all possible because the technology is making it happen.
Yeah.
So that is one aspect. And the second is claim settlement part. Very good improvement in that aspect. Today, almost all the insurance companies are having their app, mobile app.
Okay.
There the customer can upload the photograph of the damaged vehicle, and then because of the machine learning and artificial intelligence kind of thing which they are having in their backup operation, the claim can be settled and at least an offer can be made to the customer. Okay, 20,000 is the damage, we are ready to pay you. And if he say yes, the money can be transferred immediately. So that kind of intervention and smooth flow is making things really happen. And I understand ICICI, Lombard, Bajaj General, they are doing very good job as far as use of technology in their claim settlement is concerned. So in back office, I don't know how they do, but yes, artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain technology, every piece of technology is being put in place to give a wow feeling for the customer, and that is happening.
Wow. So actually, yeah, being consumers, we can see that, affecting us, the process is faster and smoother. And yet, we have become smart, as in using smart technology, but still, I'm sure the absence of an agent, a human, and the presence of technology, aren't there challenges of acceptance by the consumers?
No, the moment we say that we have started using much more technology doesn't mean that the human intervention and human presence will not be there. It is always helping us. Okay. But I think your question was related to whether the insurance companies are in a position to accept this new technology.
Yes.
So there I can share with you that the problem is coming on two fronts. One is on the technology front and the second is on the human front itself. Yeah. Because all these insurance companies, at least in Indian context, they are almost for 20 years. Company like LIC are there for 70 years. In spite of having the good technology platform, but now we call it legacy system. Yeah. Because that is little bit rigid and big one. While all the new Insurtech companies, they are on the very agile platform, and integration of these two, legacy system with the new one, is a little bit challenging for all the insurance company. Insurance company is basically data driven, and their churning of data, getting meaning from the data is very important. Now the structure of data itself in the legacy system is different from what the new Insurtech companies are looking for. So there is a challenge in the technology integration, but the bigger challenge is from the human side. Okay. Because changing the mindset of people who have been working in a particular setup, in old technology, not that old, relatively old, is not that easy. And you'll be surprised to know that even in the US and European countries, the big companies are finding it difficult to change the mindset of people. So what they are doing, they are creating a subsidy company, and there they are experimenting all these new things, and maybe outsourcing the job of the old company to the new one. So that's the real challenge. But anyway, every challenge has got its own opportunity and solution. So things are moving.
Wonderful.
In positive direction.
There's great news for both industry and institutes like us. We are running an insurance program. You're a part of it. Very successful. Let us know what are the opportunities you create for the students, to equip themselves and become future ready, industry relevant, and in terms of the environment you provide here.
Okay, I will just brief a little bit about the course itself. Because BIMTECH was the pioneer, the first B school in India to start a full-fledged MBA, PGDM course in insurance way back in 2000. So we have certain advantage of being the first mover. Having said so, in last 5-6 years, things are really changing. We have our academic advisory committee, which comprises of many stalwarts from the industry. Every year we have an annual meeting, and there we get the feedback, what is expected for the newcomers, new talent in the industry.
True.
I believe for last 4-5 years, we have been getting that in our course, the technology should be integrated. I'm happy to share that since last 2 years, we have started working on it seriously. Last year, we introduced the course in insurance analytics. So there we are giving exposure to our student about the R programming and all related. I'm not that tech savvy in that way, but yes, the exposure is being given. And I'm also happy to say that this year we are going to introduce a course, 30-hour course in Insurtech itself.
Oh, wow.
So that will be jointly offered by the insurance department and our IT department.
Very nice.
So a very senior professor, my colleague of mine, Professor S.S. Dubey sir, will be taking the technology part, and I will be helping him by showcasing the use of technology and maybe discussing some successful case study in the insurance sector. Yeah. So Insurtech is something which is there. We can't ignore it. The best part is how quickly we can adopt it, integrate in our course duration so that our students are ready. Thanks to industry also, we get lot of support. So our students have started getting some short-term project. Even they have started getting summer internship project during that April to July month, and they are doing well. So with future, in future, I'm think this integration of industry and the academic domain will strengthen further, and it will have our students.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Professor Pandey, for enlightening us. The program is doing great. We are all set. We are futuristic. We are ready for the emerging markets. And see you soon for another Tech Talk series in a few days.
Thank you. Thank you, Saloni. Thank you.